Welcome back to PvZ Bruto Mod EX Plus in Ohio. Let's go. I don't I don't care what Crazy Dave says in this mod. It really doesn't matter. Um, so as I was trying to say last time, this mod isn't very hard. It's a parody of hard mods. So wait a second. I need to speed up the game. This is unbearable right now. I was wondering what's wrong. Just a second. There we go. So today we continue the best PvZ mod in existence. Yeah. You know it's good because Peridot made it. Everything he touches turns into gold. He says that. So it must be true. Oh no, it's a newspaper zombie, my favorite. I love how every PvZ mod makes the newspaper zombie like the most insufferable shit imaginable. It's great, really. But yeah, because this mod is a parody of hard mods, uh, the newspaper zombie isn't really that hard. Which, by the way, I should still remind you to not play this mod because it's it has been made by the worst person in the entire PvZ community, so don't give him attention. And besides, it gets really repetitive later on. I mean, it's already kind of repetitive, but it gets pretty bad in like... There is a Night Roof stage, a Zen Garden stage. I think there was another stage as well, like... It's way too damn long, and there aren't new Panzer zombies after like 5-10, so... It's just 2 or 3 more stages of the same repetitive crap. So, and you can't buy shop items in the meantime, by the way, so it's not worth it. I mean, I've played it all the way through myself like once or twice, and like it gets annoying. So how has your day been, guys? I'm currently drinking some green tea again. It has been great. My mental health has skyrocketed ever since I started taking it. It's actually quite insane. It feels like it feels like depression treatment because I feel like a whole other person because of it. It's insane how big of a difference it made. Like I have actually been putting my life in order again. So yeah, green tea, guys. Heavily recommend it if you like struggle with mental health or energy or productivity or whatever. Like I mentioned it in the last video, but I'll say it again. And by the way, the last video was kind of bad because the microphone audio was pretty quiet. I mean, it wasn't very quiet when I tested it, but then after I made the video, I saw that it was ridiculously quiet. So now I have lowered the volume of the game because, by the way, in the last video the volume of the game was at minimum and it still overpowered my microphone. So I lowered the volume of the game even more in the OBS recording settings. So hopefully it works now. Like you can hear me clearly. I I'm speaking. Admittedly, I'm kind of quiet, but then again, I don't have the necessary experience in recording videos with commentary like I'm building it up right now. And like this, the beginning is the hardest. Like I know that these videos will be boring and I don't have much to say and it's not that entertaining, but hopefully with time I will improve. That's my hope. But I just got to start somewhere, otherwise I would never gain the experience. Perhaps it was a bad idea to play this mod that I know and have nothing to say on anymore. Maybe I should have played a new mod I haven't played before, so I could have said more things about it. That was a mistake on my part, yeah. But it is what it is. It is a good start, I think, in my commentary journey or something like that. So the creator of this mod is so fucking like degenerate, like honestly. He just wants to annoy people and like or do worse things. Like he wants to abuse people and then blames them when they realize what he's doing and don't like it. That's basically his entire personality. And like he tries to convince others and himself that like he's actually just trolling or something and that it's funny, but it's not. And he even turned away his most like-minded friend that he had, which is funny. So, like, literally no one is on his side. No one who knows him is on his side. Even those who were a lot on his side are no longer with him. Except one guy, but he doesn't matter. Basically, you have no idea just how big the developer of this mod was in like 2020 and 2021, and for no fucking reason as well. Like, he just reposted memes all the time. He like made some dumb rips. But it's a whole topic that honestly you don't need to bother with. Don't think about it. I'm just playing the mod because because well, I don't know really. I guess it's a comfort mod. Like it's pretty mindless to play. And yeah. God, someone is knocking above me. By the way, someone is always knocking in this neighborhood in like apartment block. You can't fall asleep at any time during the day or night without someone knocking or making some noise or some children screaming outside. It's literally fucking disgraceful. No, the word wasn't disgraceful. Why do the words always escape me? Insufferable. Insufferable is the word I meant. All these noises are insufferable. Um, what do I pick here? Yes, incredible commentary. Um, I don't even really focus on the game right now. Like it's pretty mindless. I think once I tried to do a no sunflower challenge on this mountain, like I got to the fox stages and then and then it didn't. It's not like it got hard, but I just well, I was streaming it to a Discord friend and like he got bored of it and then I stopped. So that's why. I think it may be possible to beat the whole thing without sunflowers, but I don't know. Some of the later stages get pretty crazy. Why do I keep clicking out of the window? So this mod is called PvZ the Cursed, but funnily enough people call my mod Ultimate Edition much more cursed than the actual PvZ the Cursed mod, which is pretty funny. And to be fair, Ultimate Edition has much more memes and like much more jokes and everything. So I found it funny how my mod is more cursed than the cursed. I really love the pea shooter ooh face and like how badly the mouth is drawn. It's it's funny how bad it is. It's not funny because it's funny. It's funny because of how bad it is. Green tea, delicious. And and in a way, uh, uh, in a way, this spot was supposed to be funny, like ironically. Like I felt like when I saw swear words back then, like it wasn't the joke that it was a swear word, but look, isn't it cringe? Like ironically bad how there are swear words, and like it's not really. You aren't laughing at the with the swear words. You're laughing at them. But then it turned out that this humor, quote unquote, was unironic. And like, yeah, this mod legitimately has a 12-year-old high schooler humor. Which is not funny. But Peridot pretends like there is something more going on than that. And there isn't. There really isn't. To be honest, Oh, this mod is good for is that it's slightly more entertaining than vanilla. There's just a lot of cancer that at this point I just turn off in my brain. By the way, yes, I made a rip of this rip on my channel. Like, if you remember the Omori Boy revolving PVZ the Cursed, it was a rip of this rip. Because this rip right here is a good rip, and funnily enough he made a worse version of it. So he keeps ripping himself off, like the developer of this mod keeps making worse stuff and keeps making worse versions of his older stuff. It's like, you can't make that shit up. Every time this level comes, I love just waiting for the to bust all the graves for more coins. Cause why not, right? It's an easy way to get a few coins. And better take advantage of it now than like not have coins later. Oh man, this rip was so cool back in the day. But then he just... so many things happened. Yeah. It's really sad how you can ruin so many things by being a bad person. Oh, look, it's a reference to me because this version was released back when I didn't ditch him for the second time. Which is funny. Like if you are a friend to him, he sometimes does stuff like this, references you in his bot. But if you like criticize him, oh, then you are dead. Then you are like enemy number one. Ah, the past in the PvZ community is funny. No, it's not funny. Not the PvZ community is not funny. That's what I have learned from all my years of experience. None of these idiots are funny. Neither am I, but I don't pretend to be. It's the little things in this mod. Like I like that uh, these are Pogo zombies and they do the Egypt walk and then they are also Walnut Zombutani. Like it looks good aesthetically, but that's not really that's not really something that can be praised too much because like he is just using pre-existing sprites, right? Like he's not making these himself. He's just arranging existing sprites, and admittedly, yes, the things he has used are good. They look good, but like you can't really compliment it that much that he has just used sprites from PvZ2 in a PvZ2 looking mod. Like, it's pretty basic, if you get what I mean. It's pretty basic. It looks good. It's slightly different than vanilla, but it's pretty basic. It just gives the impression that there is more going on than there is. Though I guess zombie variants like that with costumes were hard to do at the time. So I guess you can give it credit for that. But otherwise, it's pretty basic, texture-wise. Like, that's fine. But again, he just pretends that it's more, like it's better than it is. Like, he always pretends his content is better than it is in reality. And, like, he only takes his own opinion about it and like listens to no one else, which no, it's not even funny anymore. It's just annoying. Like, what's the point of making anything if you aren't going to listen to anybody? Like, you're making something to be played by people, and then you don't listen to these people, and then you complain that they have opinions. Like, it's pretty fucking stupid. But that's just Mr. Peridot for you. He is as smart as know-it-all. Only he knows how to mod PvZ. Which, by the way, if you listen to him, he invented PvZ modding. I'm not even making this up. If you listen to him, he says that. He actually says that. He called himself the grandfather of PvZ modding. Which is ridiculous, but you can't argue with insane people. That's what you learn in the PvZ community. You can't argue with insane people. There are a lot of insane people in this community who jerk off that they mod a children's game from like a decade ago. My god, what an accomplishment, what a life accomplishment. And like, they are so serious about it. It's literally no one fucking cares. Yeah, I don't want to continue this train of thought, but Mr. Peridot is just a funny guy. It's funny how unfunny he is. That's it, yeah. Anyway, so I'm still drinking my green tea. Hold on, I'll take a sip right now. You have no idea how much tedious housework I've done thanks to the green tea. Like, I've done some things that I've been delaying for years or just never had the motivation or energy to do. Again, I will repeat it, it's actually insane. So like, if you like feel depressed or something like that, try out green tea. I mean, I can't be certain that it will work for everybody, but the difference it has made for me is insane. And like, I was a person who struggled to get anything done during the day, and now I get done so much. Which should say, oh, I forgot a puff shroom. Oh no, okay, let's see. We will be lucky and I handle this. Maybe if you sacrifice a one more or two, we can do it. Let's try. Yeah, it's whatever. I just don't feel like restarting the level. Let's see. Alrighty. Interesting. Um, I hate that Zombutan EPs don't hit the zombie. By the way, Zombutanis in the PC version of PvZ1 are very bugged in a lot of ways. And it's kind of frustrating because it would have been so cool if they worked like if they were polished and didn't have these bugs in oversights. Like, I know they were just made for 2 levels in the vanilla game, like those mini games, but still, still. So one thing I can say about this mod is that it doesn't have microtransactions, because apparently a mod not having microtransactions is enough for people to worship it like a god. As if modders can legally charge you for anything. But I'm getting ahead of myself, that's another topic again. Like PvZ clips, man, oh my god, good P2. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. It's insane, this community is just insane. That wasn't a bug, that was a feature. It's still a feature, guys, trust me. Trust me. There hasn't been a more feature... there hasn't been a more game feature than this. This is the most game feature ever. Clearly. Yeah. I remember back when PvZ 2-pack first released, there was this guy that in the English community that pretended he made it. I forgot his name, but he pretended he made it and we believed him. And then later it was finally revealed that that the mod was made by Chinese people, and like he got exposed as a fraud, I think, and like left the community. But can you imagine fooling people into thinking you made PZ2-pack? It's... I wish I had I wish I had the same confidence in like scamming people and like pretending I made things I didn't. I was here for the early days of PvZ2-pack. I wish I kept some of these very old versions, like they suck a lot, but they're lost media now. And like they give me nostalgia when I see them in some of my older videos on my old channel. Like, do any of you guys skip some PVC 2 pack versions from like 2016? Please tell me if you do. Okay, it's getting annoying right now. I can't believe Mr. Peridot put the International in his PVZ rip. He is so based for that. Thanks, Mr. Peridot. Very good. Oh my god, stop spawning zombies every, like, millisecond. Thank you. You will not be missed. The best PVZ2 ice room design, by the way, to this day. Like PVZ2 pack has the best PVZ1 buns in the PVZ2 style out of any mod that has come afterwards in even the official PVZ2. And I will stand by this opinion any day. And by the way, the ice room in this mod is busted. It's actually busted. Like, as I said in the last video, it kills a basic zombie, like, 2 ice shrooms kill a basic zombie. It's pretty over, and it also recharges pretty quickly. It's pretty overpowered. Hold on, I will speed the game some more, because it's getting boring now. By the way, PvZ1 is so slow. I never realized it when I was a kid, but God, it's like in slow motion. It's too fucking slow. Not only is it super easy, but it's also so fucking slow. It's painful actually. Nowadays I can't play PvZ1 on normal speed. It's painful, unironically. This rip, by the way, is just a cover of an exem file, nothing special. Or a tracker file, if you know what these are. So it sounds fancy, but it's actually just a fancy MIDI swap. Which, nothing wrong, if it sounds good, nothing wrong with a MIDI swap. Hold on. Yeah, nothing wrong with a MIDI swap, but back in the day he pretended to not be doing MIDI swaps. Like he pretended that he actually composed these. Which is, again, just lies. Everything this guy says always has been lying for years. This is his personality, lying about things. And you can imagine, You can imagine that people don't like people who lie. Like, no matter how much you lie about how great you are, at some point it will burst and the truth will come out. But like, not only was he lying, but he also built his ego on top of these lies, which is so weird. Like, like, like so much of his, what was the word? So much of his confidence was built on lies. I don't know. I don't know how he lives like that. Beats me. And like, he doesn't like it either, but he keeps doing it. So I don't know. Some people are just stupid like that. It's not my responsibility to teach him. And he doesn't want to listen anyway, even though he's suffering from his behavior. Which might sound weird to sane people, but not everyone is sane, unfortunately. And a lot of insane people get a lot of attention. That's where a lot of issues are coming from, and not just online, but in real life as well. All sorts of terrible pricks. And like, it's so true with the internet as a whole nowadays. Like, every day there is someone exposed for doing something terrible. It's not even funny. And then there are a lot of idiots who are like, oh, we should just ignore it. And like, these people empower the other bad people who get popularity. Like, look at Yanderedev, for example. Like, this guy is a fucking loser and a terrible, awful person, and yet he has so many mindless drones to support him. It's insane. And like, a lot of people look at that and like, go fuck it. This is the internet. I can abuse people not caring and like be terrible. So yeah, the best you can do is like fight them as much as you can, when you can, and hope for the best. Like in my case, I got rid of the idiot who made this mod. Well, partially, he's still around, just hiding. But but it was damn worth it getting rid of him. So nowadays I don't care as much because the PvZ community doesn't appreciate things like that, and they gladly take people like this and make them popular time and time again. So yeah, at least I did my part once upon a time. Now I have retired from chasing bad people in this community. Not that I won't be vocal about them when I feel like it. Like, I still think RTCH is a fucking idiot as well. But that's another topic, I guess. It's insane how many terrible people the fan base of this silly cute game has gathered. It's actually insane. And many people don't even realize it. So many people don't even realize it. Which is the worst thing. This is peak Moongrain's gameplay. Look at how hard this mod is, guys. Which, by the way, as I said in the last video, I don't... I enjoy this mod because it's not hard. But like the developer clickbaited it for being hard, when it wasn't. And like that's why it got a lot of popularity, because people thought it was like a hard mod. But it's not a hard mod. So like it was a clickbait thing. That's why I'm commenting on it. Otherwise I enjoy it precisely because it's mindless and like easy and fun. The situation with this mod is that you kind of have to separate it from the artist, like Eclipse and Goodpea. A lot of people turned against Goodpea but still liked Eclipse. I mean, I don't, but I understand them better now. And it's a hard thing to do. It is. Especially when the guy in question sees it as a win if you play his mod. But life is too short, you know. Life is too short to always be on your edge for everything. Like sometimes, if you like something, you just have to do it. I will probably go back against on this statement. I will probably go back against on this statement. Right now, my thoughts are escaping me, like they have been during this entire video. So don't take my word for it right now, please. I I disagree with what I just said. This is funny, by the way. It's funny how the Gargantua throws Gatling P zombie. It gets annoying in later levels, but as a joke, it's funny. Admittedly. Like, this mod can be funny like once in a while. It's not very often, but sometimes. Like, look at this shit just kills me inside with how unfunny it is. And like, some of you who think it's funny, it's actually not funny. Uh, he, he hasn't used it in the context you think he has. Glad to be almost done with the night stages. I hope the mic audio was good this time. I don't know if the game is too quiet now. I'll have to see after the recording. Like maybe you don't hear anything from the game this time, which isn't great either, but I'll have to see after the recording is done. It's a learning process, guys. And like I have found out that you just can't get these things perfect from the first time, or even a few times. Like it takes doing it more times to nail everything down. And it's more fun to learn that way as well. It's more fun to learn from practice. Then like not just waste your time on tests and stuff. At least personally for me it's more fun that way. Yeah, the zombies also drop sun in the conveyor belt levels. I wonder, I think this mod can be more polished if it was remade on the decomp. But I have no idea how to code, so we'll leave that out of the question. I have enough doom shrooms for the rest of the level. Like, the conveyor belt is spamming me with them now, oh no. What even is this music right now? it's 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 masterpiece. It's peak. Mozart would be jealous. Peridot was just very good at marketing his shit. That's the truth. It's not that he was doing something that out of the ordinary, he was just good at spamming it everywhere. Come on. I want this to end already. Finally, thank God. Yeah, well, that was all for this video. We do this. Goodbye.